Hey, good morning, good morning. You're looking at the sunrise coming up. We got a sunrise coming up here, Chicago area. And I'm gonna get some music started for this sunrise. So enjoy. The sun is gonna be coming up right here. Right about here. There we go. Hey, welcome, Sam. Welcome. Gonna get the sun. I just made it. The sun is ready to pop. It's ready to pop right over the tree. Just made it. Let's see what the sunrise looks like on YouTube. What would we do? God, where to start? There's so much to do in Chicago. Well, I'll tell you, YouTubers, there's if you're ever on a date in Chicago or showing somebody around, some of the things to do and cover: the museum campuses, hands down. Shed Aquarium, Dolphin Show, Field Museum, Adler Planetarium, the Arts Museum, Symphony Orchestra, Wicker Park for live entertainment at night, Wrigley Field for entertainment at night. There's just a ton of stuff to do and see. Murals. There's murals all over Chicago on all the walls. You have Great America, which is an amusement park not far. You have Lincoln Park Zoo right next to downtown Chicago, which is free and open year round. They have Zoo and the Lights around Halloween time and Christmas time. Ice carvers there. It's just the bike trail. You can rent a bike and bike down the trail. You could go on those, what do they call them? The single. Oh, those balancing just two wheels and it balances on its own. There's a tour for that. Buckingham Fountain. Restaurants. There's over 12,000 restaurants to hit. Fulton Street Market, River North. Those are some awesome areas that are very popular. Usually have live entertainment at some of those places. Let's see, you got Hyde Park. There's some arts buildings in Hyde Park to visit. Again, lakefront. I can't stress enough how awesome the lakefront is in Chicago. You jump off of trapeze at Foster Street Beach, like I scoped last weekend. You know, you can rent a jet ski. You can take a jet ski around on the lake and the Chicago River. You can rent a boat, anywhere from a mini luxury cruiser to a little tiny electric boat. You could go to Navy Pier, spend a day at Navy Pier. Navy Pier is a day in its own, right there. There's so much to do at Navy Pier. That's where the big Ferris wheel is, the carousel, the swings. They have this huge swing ride that just right over the lake. It's just awesome. Fireworks on Saturday night at Navy Pier. for 15 minutes, helicopter ride over the downtown skyline. What else? Jeez. That's like 4 or 5 weekends right there, people. That's everything I just listed there will keep you busy for 4 or 5 weekends easily. And then you also have your western area, your western burbs. You have Naperville, which is always has a fest going on. Yeah, I'm spontaneous when I go on a date. Like, I play it by ear. So if I were to go on a date, let's say tonight, I would check. First thing I would check is what's happening at the Improv at I.O. Theater. It's called the letter I, the letter O Theater. It is Chicago's most popular improv comedy shop right now. More popular than Second City. Second City is comedy improv that pulled a lot of famous comedians came out of Second City. John Belushi. There's just a ton that came out. I'm not going to go into the names right now, but there's just a ton of famous comedians that got their start from Second City. Second City used to be the best improv comedy, but over the last several years, I.O. kind of taken over. And from the feedback from the people that I pick up, the writers I pick up, they're telling me that I.O. is hands down better than Second City. So that would be the first place that I would check out, is what's happening at I.O. Theater. And if it's something good, then I would get tickets for that, and it would be a surprise. Like, I never like to tell my date where I'm taking my date. I like it to be a surprise, and the whole night would just be a surprise, and it would be good surprises, nothing bad. I would never take a date to a dive bar or to some scummy place or location, you know. It would always be class. That's my middle name, Mr. Class. Wow, look at these clouds. This is just awesome right there. I can't zoom in that much on YouTube. That's the most I could zoom in on. Hold on, let me zoom out. There we go. Get a little bit in. And then after getting tickets for the comedy club, before going to a comedy club, of course, you'd have to go out for something to eat. And I would like to try something that I haven't tried. And depending on what my date, you know, I better know what my date likes to eat, first of all, because I'm in trouble if I haven't figured that out yet. I need to know, you know, those are like questions that I ask somebody that I'm interested in before even going on a date with, like, what do you like to eat? What, you know, stuff like that, so I could get an idea of what would be good for a first date, you know. So fellas, if you're listening to this, there's some advice right there, okay? Before you go on the first date, you should always get a feel for what your first date likes to eat, because the last thing you want to do is take her to a sushi place and she don't like sushi. Then you're going to have to rearrange your plans and figure something out real quick. And on a Friday, Saturday night in Chicago, if you don't have reservations, like at most of the restaurants that are decent, you're going to be waiting a long time. So that's another thing. The decent, more modern and eclectic, popular restaurants in Chicago, usually you should make a reservation. Open Table is a great place to make a reservation through. It's called Open Table. And they do the reservations for you. at the restaurant. So the sun is there. I see it. It's popping through the tree. It's going to be coming up right here. Let me center it up a little bit more here. Right there. Just a little bit more. Move the mount just a little bit. Maybe a little bit down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's going to come up right here. Right in the, almost in the middle of your screen. Here comes the sun. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, so it'd be a nice restaurant to start things off with, you know. Maybe the 92nd floor of the John Hancock, go 92 stories up in the air, and huge windows, and get a window seat so you can overlook the whole Chicago while you're eating. Feel like you're on top of the world. They have a baby grand piano and somebody playing it at all times. They have a huge wine bar, one of the largest wine selections in the city. Hundreds and hundreds of wines to choose from. Literally, you walk in there and you just see this walls and walls of wine bottles. It's just crazy. So I would get my date something that they like to drink, and I would stick with either water, you know, or a soda, or maybe some tea, some iced tea. That's good for me, whatever. Toast, you know, have a toast, have some dinner, go out, maybe hit the pier, maybe, you know, depending on what time it is, if it's still early, if we got to bite in early, maybe walk around the zoo a little bit, maybe go to Navy Pier, get on a boat for a boat ride. There's what's called the Odyssey boat in Chicago, which is a mini luxury cruiser, and they have a 2.5 hour package where they have a live DJ. You can dance on the boat. You can, you know, just party it up on the boat. It goes out for 2.5 hours and comes back in. As the night settles, head over to Wicker Park maybe for some live entertainment for a local band. You know, again, you want to see what your date likes with the music wise, you know, so you don't get that wrong, guys. You want to know what the music, you know, you don't want to take her to a freestyle rap concert when she doesn't like rap music, you know, and you don't want to take her to the symphony orchestra when she doesn't like orchestra music. You got to figure this out before you go on a date with her. You have to figure it out. All right. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your time and money, guys. All right. And you don't want to do that because time is money. All right. And if you're spending a lot of time rearranging your plans, or she just walks off, says, oh, you know what? Somebody called me. My roommate called and she needs a key to get in, or comes up with some lame excuse to get out of, just to get the hell away from you because you're taking her places that she has no interest in, then your night's going to end off early, and you don't want that to happen. So, I mean, that's like something right there, you know, like, and then if it's like an afternoon date, I'd definitely hit the zoo with a date, and then hit some museums, and then maybe as night falls, jump on a helicopter ride, go flying around the city. Just a lot of things that I could come up with, you know, like at the last minute, you know, like even if it starts raining and the original plan was Navy Pier, that's no problem. There's plenty of things to do indoors, you know, that keep it alive. And always check your local resources, fellows. See what's happening. See what festivals are in town. You know, if there any street fest, you know, women love to be taken to places they've never been before. So if they never went to a certain street fest, you know, there you go. Then it's a new experience, not just for her, but for you too. You want to make it a new experience for yourself as well. You don't want to just like be the only one that's been there before, because then you might get bored with the scene. Try to keep your fellows. Try to keep your friends out of the mix. I know you want to introduce, you know, your girl that you're taking a date out on to your friends, let her know that you're not a hermit and that you actually have friends, and you want to show off some of your friends to her. But seriously, you know, just try to keep it on the low, just you and her, because it's more private that way, you know. Some women feel intimidated if you start. Some women feel intimidated if you start, you know, throwing them in front of strange people. You know, they feel uncomfortable. You know, you always want your date to be in that comfort zone. You know, there's a comfort zone that has to be achieved, and once you achieve that comfort zone, you want to maintain it. Maintain, guys. Maintenance is the main key there. If you don't maintain it, you ain't gonna keep it. All right, that's today's lesson in dating. All right, I'm all done talking about dating. Let's get back to some music, because this sun is ready to pop. Here it comes. Let's go back. What were I stopped it right here, I think. And guys, if you want to impress her, like from the very beginning, from the very start of the date, if you want to impress her, like total impressions are everything, right? With the first date. And if you really want to impress her, you order a Lyft or an Uber from your account to pick her up, to have the destination at the first place that you want her to go, that you two want to meet at in public. All right, and then you call, and then you take it a step further. You take it a step further, guys. After you order that Uber Lyft, once you see that a driver accepted it on your app, then you text the driver right away, or call the driver right away, and tell the driver, do not tell the person you are picking up where you're going to. Do not tell them. So that way it's even more of a mystery. So she gets in the Uber Lyft by herself and she don't know where she's going. That brings more curiosity, like, uh-oh, where's he got this Uber Lyft taking me to, you know? It brings more excitement. You want to keep everything exciting, you know? You want to keep that first date one that she'll never forget. Even if it doesn't work out, she'll still have a good memory about that and about you. All right? Even if it don't work out, all right? At least you gave her a good memory, you know? Here it comes, here it comes. Now me, I'm a little bit, you know, I go one step further because I used to be in the limousine business. So, ladies, if you went out with Mr. Knight, don't be surprised if a stretch limo comes to pick you up. All right, with a stock bar inside, so you could already get your drink going on before you even see me. Oh, look at that beautiful sky. Oh my God. And guys, if you want to take it another notch, let me tell you, as you're going throughout your date, take some notes, all right? Take a little piece of paper with you and a little pen, and jot down some things that you like, that you learned about as you're going on the date with this person, and conversation, and what you found out new about her as you're going through the date. Jot down some information, all right? And then towards the end of the date, find a time to just like back up somewhere away, whether it be the restroom or whatever. Put that shit together, man. Make something clever out of it. Make a poem or rap out of it, you know, and then at the very end of the night, you know, let her have it, you know. Tell her that poem with those words that you grouped together from what you learned through that date on the night, and what you liked about it, and things you did, you know, on that date throughout the night. You know, you want to impress her even more when you drop that on her at the end of the night. I'll tell you, man, she will not be expecting that, okay? Again, you got to do the unexpected, all right? Don't be boring. Don't be boring. I mean, don't do what you did on the last date. Even if you're a player and you go on a date every night with someone different, don't do the same thing every night. No. Let's change this. We're not listening to that. Let's change the music. Oh wow. Here, let me adjust it just a little bit. Get that adjustment in a little bit. There we go. If we could just center it down. Gotta go down a little bit. Oh, I'm not gonna get rid of that green light. That green fucking, it's gonna stay there. If I zoom out and zoom in, there we go. And most important, dancing. Alright, a lot of ladies like to dance. So make sure, let her know before she leaves, hey, bring a pair of flats with you. And don't tell her why, just say, bring a pair of flats with you. If you're going to be wearing heels, you got to have a pair of flats with you. Throw them in your purse or something, you know? Take them out dancing. Women in Philly pen. It's silly when girls sell their souls because it's sin. Look at where you be in. Hair weaves like Europeans. Fake nails dump out the pins. Come again. A win-win. Come again. A win-win. Come again. And guys, don't look at your watch. Alright? And you turn your fucking phone notifications off. Alright? Turn that shit off when you're on that date. Alright? Turn that notifications off. Turn your fucking speaker off on the phone, alright? Or just turn the whole goddamn phone off altogether. And the last thing the girl wants to see you do is looking at your phone all the time. If you be doing that, then she's like, he's paying more attention to his fucking phone than he is this date. That's gonna tell her something right there. Flavor, you gotta have flavor. Don't be a boring stick in the mud, guys.
What up? Say what? Say what? Yeah. Left eye.
But if you gotta have your phone on, guys, if you gotta have your phone on for whatever reason, do something fun with her. Throw her a text. Alright? Alright? Throw her a text. Say something like, I like that smile you got, or I can't stop looking at whatever, or you know, throw her a text. Throw her something that will get her attention, and she open up her phone and you're on the date and she looks at that, she gonna like that. Instead of you texting someone else, you texting her on the date. How many ladies out there have ever had that happen, huh?
So baby, tell me what's up. Can we ascend to higher heights so when the path gets rough, we can get into brighter nights, breathe with peace, expound by leaps and soul to reach my souls to keep the passion deep and filled with heat. Living this life on the hustle, I barely get enough time. You know me from the platinum, how I stack them and shine. You see a lot of
no, it's not about playing, no. It's about being real.
I'm moving on and now I'm trying to make a change in my ways.
See, women mix that up. You gotta trying to give guys advice here.
You and I don't need permission to be unified. Surely I have seen and heard of many places. Then I traveled around the world, see many faces. Don't let another one get near me if you want to be true and show me that nobody else can do it better than you.
It's all about the experience. It's all about the experience. The memories. Don't be a clock watcher either. Don't be looking at your clock. Let the time go. Let the time flow. Unless you got reservations, then you got no choice but to look at it once in a while. But do it discreet, you know, like under the table where, you know, like don't do it like pull your arm up and shit, looking at your watch, man. Keep it low, keep it on the low, you know. And don't, guys, do not flirt with the waitress or any other girls at the bar if you're hanging out at a bar. You know, I know some of you guys like to do that to show the girl that that ladies like you, you know, that hey, ladies like me. Look, hey, I could talk to other ladies, they're laughing. No, that's a turn off to the girl that you're taking out a date on, man. They don't like that shit. They like to be focused on them and them only. You start fucking, you know, sending little flirt looks to someone else at the bar, she gonna know, she gonna see that. Even if she's not looking straight at you, she'll see that in the corner of her eye. And she'll be like, this motherfucker's a player. And you're gonna be squashed. You're gonna be squashed, man. She might not even tell you that she picked up on it. And if you know how to do something like play a musical instrument, or if you know how to sing, go to a karaoke bar after eating, you know. Impress her, sing a song to her. Play an instrument, man. If you go into a place where, like even street hustlers, they got instruments, you know. You walking down the street, if you know how to play the keyboard and you see someone on the street hustling with their keyboard to make some money, throw them $20, say, hey man, let me play something real quick. Jump on it, say, yo, this is for you, girl, and start playing it for your date. I'll tell you what, she'll never forget that. She'll never, again, memories.
Whatever you want to do, whether it's at the crib, it's all up to you. Whatever you want to do, so you want to groove, show me how you move. What you gonna do, I wanna rock with you. Whatever you want to do, go with me,
All right, the sun is up. I am out of here. Hope anybody who's doing this replay enjoys this sunrise here, because it was beautiful. Thank you for coming by, and guys, if you're going to be taking that lady out, don't forget those tips I gave you. You could always send something to my tip jar, a little donation if it all works out for you. All right, have a blessed day. Sam, thanks for stopping by. Have a blessed day.